Hey, this is Steve Zook here, my Pokesoo channel. Thanks for tuning in. Using this really beautiful early 50s K archtop. I've got it on eBay right now, but you're welcome to buy it off eBay. $9.49 is my best price without the Lifton case. If you want the Lifton case, you can get that case for my cost. Paid $2.50 for the case, but this is such a nice guitar. It's got the most gorgeous flame back. That's real flame too. That's not, photo flame. That's real flame. And this got a solid spruce top, and boy, this guitar is nice. The decal's water-based, it would come right off. It's kind of cool. But I've owned lots of old L5s, old L7s, old Masterbuilt Epiphones. I have had Strombergs, and my ear is really swelled, but I'm telling you, this K is unbelievable. And I'm not just saying that trying to sell it. I thought the same thing when I talked to the guy on the phone. We were talking on the phone about this, and he was telling me what a great guitar. I'm like, yeah, save the hype, whatever. And I finally, about a week later, drove over and checked it out. I was like, whoa. And bought it, took it home, put some new strings on it. Man, this thing, and the smell. Oh, it smells like an old Gibson L5. This is a hell of a guitar. I never realized Kate made such a great guitar, but some of these are really nice. And it plays good, really good setup. All the notes ring out. It's just ready to enjoy. And like I said, this is not something I got at a garage sale dirt cheap. I paid up for this. I don't make a lot of money on stuff. I make $100, $200. That's about it. And just fun for me to have these, play them for a while. I'm semi-retired, have some income coming in. I invented the speed pick and the Zookies, which is marketed by Dunlap Manufacturing. That's an ergonomically designed guitar pick and thumb pick. And I'm even on the packaging. It says designed by Steve Zook. So you can always check out those Zookies and speed pick. It's a very interesting product. And in fact, Ray Flack called it a bucket seat for your fingers in an article in Guitar Player magazine years ago. He still uses the little M10, and the Zookies are being used by a lot of acoustic players, and a lot of pedal steel players are using the Zookies, which is a thumb pick. But I'm very proud of those products. I even have a letter on my wall. Let me see if I can show this. I have a letter on my wall, actually from Les Paul. Wrote me a letter telling me that he really likes the product, and boy, I'm really proud of that letter. Let me see if I can show you that letter. It's up. That's probably not enough light to show it to you here. It's up on the wall there. It's right there. I don't know if you can see that. It's got the little Les Paul, 52 Les Paul at the top there. But he wrote me a letter, signed it. At the time, I was looking for investors, and he said, well, I tried your speed pick, and it's very good, but I'm not looking for an investment at this time, but I'll keep it in mind, sign Les, and that's how he signed it. And that's the real deal, folks. That's something I'm very, very proud of, to have a letter from Les Paul. So I'm very deep in the music business. Like I said, everything I have is really sweet, or I don't buy it. So anyway, today I'm just going to show a couple licks with this really beautiful K guitar. And like I said, I do have it on eBay. I'd rather sell it off eBay because eBay's fees are kind of pricey. So anyway, today is more on the free guitar instruction here. If you ever want to contribute to my channel, it sure would be appreciated. 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks, whatever you want to do. Just PayPal it to stevezook7@yahoo.com. That's STEVEZOOK, the number 7 @yahoo.com. We'd really appreciate it because we're just trying to offer a lot of great free information. I've even got two videos on the lore.com. I carry all the products from the music link. The LH300 and the LH350 archtops are so nice for the money, so much value. You get a solid carved top voiced by violin carvers. The LH300 is an archtop with a solid spruce top, carved top. I can sell for $4.49. It lists for more. The LH350 lists for about $8. I can sell that one for $5.99, and they're so nice. So many, such great value for the money, which is very rare in today's market. So if you'd like to always want like a great old L7 or L5 or old Masterbuilt New York guitar, but you don't want to spend more than a little bit, $4.49. I have to charge you a little more if you want the case, but boy, they're nice guitars. I've had lots of people buy those from me. And like I said, you can go to thelore.com, click what's new. I've got 2 videos on there showing, which I'm very proud to be on thelore.com with the music link, and I'm demoing the LH350. But anyway, for today's free information, say you take an E major scale, okay? The whole idea behind practicing scales, besides the technique and maybe doing muting and different patterns, is to create a little melody. So here's a pattern that's been rolling around my head the last few days. I might make some mistakes. It's a little new for me, but it goes like this. And I've just got out of the shower, so my fingers are a little wet, so I'm just kind of moving at turtle speed here. But it's a really pretty little melody. Let me do it somewhere else. See here. See. Like I said, this is a little new for me, so I'm still getting used to it myself, but it's a nice little melody that kind of moves, you know, from the treble to the bass. You could even hum that, but yeah, that's it right there. Let's do it in one other place. Let's do it slow. It's hard for me to do these patterns slow because I tend to kind of take a picture of these things in my head, file it in a file somewhere in my subconscious or conscious mind and pull it up, you know. But I'm just learning it, so you can hear that, right? Let's see. There we go. I really like it because it's got a nice little melody. And practice that like in different positions. Maybe practice it with all downstrokes. See, here we go. So that's basically the pattern, okay? Okay. So, you know, anytime you can take a major scale and make some melody, you know, as opposed to just going right through the scale. And so this is my latest little one for you to practice. Do it slow. Here I'm doing it as an A, okay? So the idea, one more time. Okay. I mean, once you get the first 2 or 3 strings, you kind of get that, what the sound is in your head, and then you can kind of search for the rest. It's actually harder for me to do it slow than it is a little bit faster, but that's the riff. You kind of, okay. So work on that, and if you could use a great arched up guitar, you don't spend you don't want to spend thousands of dollars for like an old L5 or old L7, which the old L5s are kind of overbuilt, to be honest about it. I think the L7 is a better guitar because it's not as heavy. This guitar, for the size, 17 inches, pretty light, but this is really a nice guitar. I think I won't be bummed at all if I end up keeping this. But $949 is my best price. I didn't get this dirt cheap, and it wouldn't really matter what I paid for it. But like I said, I don't make a ton of money on stuff. I just like having it around for a little bit. If I make $100, $200, I'm cool. You know, because I got driving and whatnot. But I just had to play this for a while and do some recording with it. Like if you want the Lifton case, I paid $250 for the case. You can have that for cost. But I can always just ship this in a chipboard case. You can have the chipboard for free. I'd rather sell it off of eBay because they do charge a lot of fees. But this is such a beautiful guitar, and it's set up really nice. All the notes ring out, okay? So again, today's riff was this. Okay. All right, and if you're interested in this guitar, give me a call, 714-548-0385. and be happy to ship this out to you. It'll blow your mind. You know, if you have a hunch on something, this is, you know, I believe when you have hunches, it's tied into your intuition. Your intuition is tied into the unconscious collective. You're like, what's he talking about? Anyway, because I believe we're all connected and we all share one mind, but don't get me started on that rap. Anyway, if you're interested in the guitar, 714-548-0385, and enjoy the free lesson today. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.